How to run LinkedIn thought leadership motion with LinkedIn thought leader ads. This is my exact playbook that you can steal. First, I recommend to make a consistent motion to have regularly scheduled interviews that you record. You chop up those interviews into long form video clips, short form clips, posts, blogs. But that's the heart of the motion, is consistent interviews that are recorded and leveraged for transcripts and videos. They become what you publish. I am very heavy on the video side, as you can see here. Now, those top performing organic posts are going to be amplified and turned into LinkedIn thought leadership ads. And essentially, it's just the ad platform sponsoring your personal posts. All the likes, comments, engagement that came with it transfers over. So you're not starting from scratch. They make wonderful ads. I would run that. I wouldn't do, when I'm setting up the targeting, I wouldn't leverage LinkedIn native targeting for cold audiences. I would build that outside of LinkedIn and upload the account list. I want to bake in intent and in-market and fit signals so that I get the best possible starting point. When I start running that motion, posting organically, running thought leader ads to my account list, I'm going to generate signals. I'm actually recommending that for this motion, you create a separate landing page so you can isolate traffic from this motion. Sure, they'll find you. I understand it's messy. They'll go to another website, but there is value in having a specific landing page as well. And I'll go through that. So the signals that are generated from this, and a lot of times people are just looking at this two-dimensionally: run ads, get website visitors, retarget website visitors. But it's much more nuanced than that. For example, because we're doing LinkedIn organic plus LinkedIn thought leader ads, we're getting organic signals and audiences being created that most people don't know what to do with. You're getting people engaging with those posts. Are you doing anything with that? People are viewing your profile. Do you do anything with that? And they're actually following your profile. Are you going to continue to do anything with that? They might visit the website. Yes, you might do general retargeting, but what else can you do? If there's people highly engaged on the LinkedIn ads side, these are audiences you can create. So people that view 75% or more of those videos, they're highly engaged with your content. Do you do something different with them? They visited your company page, or from this motion, there's companies through the company hub that have 30 plus impressions or 3+ clicks. As you can see here, if you're not familiar, this is the company hub. It's a new addition to LinkedIn, and I can filter by uploaded lists, how much engagement they have. And so I can have a list of companies that are actually highly engaged with my content, but they haven't visited the website probably, and they haven't identified themselves, but I have that list. Are you going to do something with that? So that's what I'm getting at here is that these are the signals that are created, and most people are only doing something with website visitors, and they're just doing general retargeting. So here, I'm going to walk you through what I would do with these different pockets. For the LinkedIn post engagers, you could do a message. I wouldn't do much with them. You're going to continue. I would send them connection requests if they're not already connected to you, and I continue to nurture them with content. I think another pro move would be to actually visit their profiles and engage with their content, kind of ensuring or helping foster an environment where they continue to support your content is what you want. With the LinkedIn personal page profiles, followers, you just want to continue to nurture them with additional content. So again, that consistent content motion is vital. With those that view your profile, you actually can monitor this. So this is Sales Navigator. And as you can see, one of the filters is recently viewed your profile. Second and third degree connections means they're not currently connected to me. I can set all my ICP criteria. And as you see, I have 400 people here who meet that criteria. They're in North America marketing leaders who have recently viewed my profile and are not connected. What I would do with this group is I would send connect and message flow to that group. It can be automated. And as you can see, I've automated mine, and we have a 66% acceptance rate to that group. And then again, once they become followers, I'm consistently nurturing them with thought leadership content to convert. If you send the connection requests, you try to connect and they don't accept, you can actually extract that group and you can send an email touch. On the ad side, again, all of these are retargetable audiences. I already showed you the company hub, but what I didn't show you is that you can easily export this group. So on LinkedIn, if I wanted to, I could actually just export this list, and then I could enrich it with prospect data, and then I can do a quick email drip to a warm audience. So here I'm taking what's traditionally cold email and I'm moving it to nearbound. These are people who are brand aware. They'd be much more receptive to an email. It should still provide value, and softer calls to action probably, but that would be a good group to tap into. The other audiences are going to get our retargeting ads. So it could be more thought leadership ads and videos, single image. I love text spotlight and follower ads. And then we have our website visitors. So again, this is a separate landing page that I'm driving traffic to from this campaign. And then I would do website visitor identification specifically on this page. So there's a difference between just identifying general website visitors and then trying to gauge intent, qualify them. If I'm driving traffic with LinkedIn ads specifically to a landing page, I don't need to qualify them. I've already qualified them beforehand. So now if I identify a company or a prospect on that page, I already know they're qualified. I know how they got there. I can take some additional actions to try to push them through the funnel or educate them, build trust, things like that. So if it's the company I identify, I can enrich with more of the buying committee. If it's a person, I could do more one-to-one communication, but I would say a 2 to 3 step email drip would be appropriate to this group as well. And then here's another little trick with the company hub, not just with lists, but you can actually, let's reset this. You can actually do it by campaign. So if I set up a middle of funnel or bottom of funnel, let's do both, bottom of funnel campaign, I can actually use this to expose the companies that have taken the required action. So if I say these follower ads are retargeting website visitors, company page visitors, or those that interact, watch 75% or more of my video, show them text ads. And then I come to Company Hub and I say, show me the companies that have been searched 30 or more or 3 or more impressions from this specific campaign. Essentially, I'm able to see the exact companies that are in the bottom of my marketing funnel or the middle of funnel. So this is a great little hack. And then, would I do something different with this group? Would that be a more transactional email or a bigger push? It could be. And then for those where I'm running retargeting thought leadership ads, thought leadership video and retargeting, again, this audience would apply, but to this group. And for that group, I could have a LinkedIn conversation ad. So a more one-to-one trigger that looks like it's coming from my personal profile, but it's actually from the paid ad side. And so the important part of this, like when I'm looking at all this is how to run a very efficient and thorough thought leadership motion that combines organic and paid. And then the biggest thing that I would want you to understand is like the signals that are generated that most people seem to be ignoring. Personal profile visitors, followers, and engagers, newsletter subscribers, company page followers. There's all of those signals from the LinkedIn ad side. Most people don't know about Company Hub yet. They don't use retargeting video audiences effectively. And then knowing what to do with that group. So this is the playbook I would run. If you have any questions, if you need advice on any of these things, just reach out to me.